it's Storytime Tea. That's me, and today I'm here to tell you a story about a realization that I came upon kinda recently. So, foundation information, which you should already have because you should have seen the other videos. Okay? So, I realized that the reason why I do not have many female friends or women in my life, people that identify as being female, because I'm meeting the same type of women and we are all falling out for the same exact reason. This does not include the women that I have came upon and have grown apart from. So like, I don't want any of the people that I stopped being cool with or stopped hanging out with to think that this is about them. It's not, because I love all of those women still. We just don't have a lot of things in common that need to be in common in order for us to sustain a good relationship. And so it's not including them. But for all the women, except two that I ended up not being cool with, and we had like a definite ending, and it wasn't like, oh, well, we just grew apart. Yeah, all of those women that I didn't just grow apart from, we ended our friendship for the same exact reason. Even if it was like different situations, it still was like the same reason. Okay? I would like maybe chalk it up to low-key, like, open-mindedness. Maybe. But let me just go ahead and just tell you the situations. Alright, cool? So, I'm going to tell you maybe like 3 little short like conversations that I've had with 3 different women. And then at the end of those conversations, that's when I realized, oh, yeah, we not going to be cool no more. So, I'm going to start off with the first one, y'all. Basically, I was having this conversation with this girl about this situation I was in. And so basically, I think it was one of the stories that I most recently said, like the one about the guy being obsessed. It wasn't about him, but it was about another guy that was fairly similar to that guy. So it was like, I was just telling her, I was like, oh, like I'm having this problem with this guy. Like he keeps bothering me. Like he keeps popping up places. He keeps like trying to impose himself on different aspects of my life, and it's getting very annoying. I'm just like, bro, get out of here. And she's just like, well, you know, you should be very grateful that somebody wants to spend their time looking out for you and trying to find ways to get in contact with you and to see you. And I just was like, what? Because like, obviously this can be like misconstrued into a bunch of different ways. Like people can have their opinions about different things. Like the same situation, people can see it from different point of views, and they could think a certain way about it because, you know, like if you look at it, I'm not even gonna get into that. But yeah, basically, I can understand that people have different views than me and they feel different ways about certain situations. But if I am telling you that I'm actively always annoyed by this person doing this or that to me, why are you telling me that I should be appreciative of a person annoying the fuck out of me consistently? Why should I be appreciative of that? Like, what are you talking about right now? And then it all broke down to, at the end of the day, she's just like, well, nobody looks out for me in that way. Like, nobody's worried about me in that way. So if somebody was worried about me in that way, I would love that. And I'm just like, bro, shut the fuck up. So yeah, I'm just like, bro, get out of here. And she's just like, well, I just feel as though you're very, very, very annoying for this thing. I can't believe you would even put him through this because he just loves you and he just wants to show his love. And I'm just like, what you literally don't understand is that this man is not my man. This man is a man that exists in the world. I do not know him like this. I do not want anybody that I do not actually know to be always trying to consume my time. I don't have enough time for the things that I actually want to make time for. So why would I want somebody that I'm not trying to make time for to keep on intervening in my life? It literally does not make any fucking sense. Please grow the fuck up. It is not about whether somebody likes me or not. It's about the fact that you are inconsiderate for trying to impose yourself on multiple different things in my life when you do not belong there. Like, you have not even grown to know me well enough to know that certain things aren't okay. And if you don't know that these things aren't okay, that's because you shouldn't even be a part of it. So you need to fucking relax. But after this conversation, I realized that me and her just was not going to be able to be friends. Because every single time I brought up a guy trying to, like, get to know me and me not liking it, she immediately responds with, I should be grateful. Why should I be grateful that I'm getting stalked? I'm confused. And like, being as though that was the case, I was just like, I cannot be cool with this girl. Because I literally cannot tell you about my problems because you're just like, my problems aren't real problems. I need to just let people love me. Not him though. The thing is, not him though. Why do I have to let every person that wants to love me in? That's insane. Literally, you cannot live your life like that. That's how people get unalived. Because how am I going to let 30 men be in love with me at the same time? It's not going to work. I'm sorry. And so, relationship ended. Okay, so another conversation that I had with a woman. Me and her were cool for like I don't know, about 3 months. I met her like through another friend, and she was like very pretty. Like, she was very pretty in like a different type of way. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was just like, you see her and you're just like, nobody looks like her. And she just like has her own thing. Like, her facial features weren't ones that you would normally see on Americans, I guess. I don't want to say on black women. Because like, literally, it's Americans. Like, we don't have the facial features that she had. I don't know. She looked like she was from somewhere. I don't know. So she was like pretty in her own way. And so I felt like she gets enough attention to where as though that problem that I had with that other girl wouldn't have been a thing. Because I felt just like maybe the other girls that I had those type of problems with, they just wasn't cute enough. And like, they just felt like I should be appreciative of any attention at all because they don't ever get attention. I was like, maybe that's what it is. So I talked to this girl. And I was like, we're going to be friends. Everything's going to be great. Yay, love her. Bruh. I talked to her, and it's just like, after a certain point, she's just like, oh, you know, we should like hang out, do some things. I'm like, all right, let's do some things. We go out. I think we like went fishing. I'm like 90% sure we went fishing, and we go back to her house, and we're like about to cook the food. And I'm telling her about the situation I had with this guy. I'm telling her about the situation I had with this guy. And I'm just like, oh, like, he came over. I cooked for him. Everything was good. We had a good time. We watched a couple movies, whatever. She's just like, why did you cook for him? And I'm just like, well, I just like to cook. I just think it's just fun, you know. Why not? She's just like, you know what? People like you are the problem. And I'm just like, I'm like, bro, what? And she's just like, yeah, like, I don't know why you would ever invite a man to your house and then cook for them. And I'm just like, well, I don't see why I wouldn't. And she's just like, you know, all men think that you should just be in the kitchen cooking, and then you should also be cleaning, and then they just use you as a slave or a maid, and it's just terrible, and you're just playing into their hands. And I'm just like, nigga, what? I just wanted to eat something that tastes good, and I also didn't want to go out and spend money. And he know how to cook, but if he cooked, it was going to take 3 hours. But if I cooked, it was going to take 8 hours. And I wanted to speed up that process, so I just went ahead and cooked myself. And she's just like, yeah, like I said, you shouldn't have did all of that. And I'm just like, at this point, and like she was like genuinely upset with me that I cooked for this man. Like I was somehow raising the standards for her and her for potential lovers. Like they were going to come to me and be like, oh, you be cooking? Oh, she has to cook. Type beat. And I'm just like, I don't get all of the hostility behind me just telling you that I cooked for this man. What did I do? And then after that whole conversation, she was mad at me for like 3 days. I was just like, I'm not going to try to rekindle a relationship with you. I'm like, I'm not going to say that you're actually insane, but you are a little wild for this. Like you're actively not talking to me, and you're upset with me because I cooked for some guy that came to my house. Like we're not dating, and like this isn't like a regular thing to do. Like, I'm just supposed to not cook for somebody until we get married? Like, I don't get it. And so, at that point, I was just like, okay, the friendship is over. Why is the friendship over? Because she believes that I shouldn't cook for people that I am dating, and I am furthering a stereotype that needs to be deaded. I'm just like, baby doll, I never said that he never cooked for me. Or that I'm the only one that does the cooking in this relationship. And it's not even a relationship. And I literally told you that I like to cook. So, like, why wouldn't I cook? Like, why don't you understand that, like, this was a thing that I wanted to do on my own. And that I have my own brainicle. And nobody can force me or make me feel bad. And so that would get me to cook for that. Like, I don't get it. I'm just like, okay, well, I guess we aren't going to be friends. Cool. And so at the end of the day, it's weird. I don't know. So, yeah, we stopped being friends. And I would say like a third friendship that ended. It was like I was friends with this girl for like 2-3 months. And me and her would hang out like once a week, I would say. And we both kind of had like a similar amount of money and like a similar idea of like what things are cool to do. And so we went on like a couple expensive like girl dates, and it was nice and it was cool. I liked hanging out with her. And like on one of the dates we were talking about how like different our lives were and everything like that. And it ended up going into a conversation about this girl that I was dating. And we were talking about this girl that I was dating. She was very, I don't know, like she was very needy. Like she would always need for me to spend the night at her house. It's like if I didn't spend the night at her house, she was just going to fall apart. And I'm just like, this is kind of crazy because I had known that girl less time than I had known my friend. I'm just like, bro, I've literally only been dating this girl for like a month. Like I've known you longer. And so it's just like, I don't know why she needs these things from me. I'm like, I don't really like to spend the night at people's house all the time. I'm like, it's very odd. And so then she tries to like vouch for this girl and be like, well, maybe she wants you to spend the night at her house all the time because she just wants to be around you. And I'm just like, I understand, but like, why are you mad at me for leaving? Like, I understand you feeling like, oh, I don't feel like we spent enough time together. Oh, I wish we could spend more time together. But I don't feel like you should be angry at me for leaving. I'm just like, at some point in time, you knew that I was going to leave. I don't have endless clothes here. Like, I have to go home at some point in time. And I do, in fact, have a job. So I'm just like, yeah, like I have to get this money. I have to go to work. And the girl is just like, oh, well, I just feel like you're being inconsiderate. You need to spend more nights over there. Like, Liliana, you should bend to whatever it is that she needs because that's what she needs. And if I'm a good, like, girlfriend or potential girlfriend, I should just be doing these things. And I'm just like, baby girl, I have to go to work. I'm like, I don't know if like y'all secretly best friends and you gonna ride for her and you gonna stand beside her. But like, I'm not staying at this girl's house 5 nights straight. At this point, I should just move in, right? Like, no, and I'm not moving in. I don't know her. It's literally been a month. And so I'm just like, yeah, no, it's not it. And so she literally actually got mad at me and she's just like, I actually want to go home. And I'm like, we paid to be here and we have like another hour and this was in fact $100 to book. I don't know what's going on, but okay. I did pay for us to go out this time. This is a waste of the $100 that we did to book this thing. We haven't even really done the thing that we were supposed to do. But, you know, okay. I guess the food we had, you know, the $80 on the food we had, that fuck it. Cool. That was literally the last time we hung out. And I'm just like, I don't even know why she was that mad at me. I'm like, are you in fact just like this woman and you want somebody that you've only known for 3 weeks to spend 5 nights at your house every week? Are you her? Like, so I'm wrong? Like I'm bad? Like bad Tisha? Like I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. Like I'm just like, I try to like understand why she would want me to be at her house that much. And also I was just like, we could have conversations and I can like spend the night more. But 5 days? 5 days. I'm like, no. Monday to Friday? 5 days. No, I'm sorry. And so I'm just like, I try to text my friend. I'm just like, I don't know like if you're actually mad because like I'm being unreasonable to this girl's needs, or like if you're mad because like you can relate and you just feel like people need to like, you know, I don't know, but this is kind of crazy. And then she responded and then I just never talked to her again because I was just like, I didn't like her response. I'm like, bro, I don't know, like I should have been grateful that she wanted me to be around her so much, and I needed to understand that like 5 nights was not that many nights. Like, girl, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So like, I don't know. Like, and so all of these fucking relationships with these women ended, and I'm just like, all right. And it's like, I'm not about to fight for my rights. Like, not when I feel like you're geeking and you should be more understanding to my situation. And like, I'm trying to explain to you why like I'm in the predicament that I'm in, and like it's not like, it's crazy. I'm just like, what's going on? Like, I've been talking to these people and these people have responded to me in this type of way and this has happened, and I'm trying to just talk to you about these things that's going on in my life, and it end up with us not being cool anymore. I don't feel like any situation that I have with somebody else should stop me from being cool with you. Unless like I told you I was beating on somebody, and then you just like, oh my gosh, you're an abuser? I don't want to be friends with you. You're an abuser. Or if I told you I was dating a minor and you're like, oh my gosh, you're dating a minor? I'm not going to be friends with you. That is terrible. You cannot do that. That's like some moral things. Like, that's messing with your moral compass. Like, oh my gosh, I cannot be friends with this person because morally this is crazy. But like, I cooked for somebody and you will stop talking to me? I won't spend 5 nights at somebody's house so you won't stop talking to me? I'm not happy that I have a stalker and you're gonna stop talking to me? Like, I'm confused. I'm just like, bro, I'm not gonna kiss the ass or the feet of any of these women just for them to stay friends with me after I had a conversation about some things that was involving another person. Like, why are you mad for this person? This person isn't mad. This person is less upset than you are. I'm confused. So then, like, I just realized, like, once I have one conversation with a person and it's like they are unconsolable and they just are so upset with me about whatever, if it's not involving a situation that happened with them, I'm less likely to be like, oh, well, I apologize, or oh, let's figure a way out around this thing, because I don't feel like I should be figuring out a way around you being mad at me because I cooked for somebody. And then I feel like I'm just like, I'm giving you a chance to explain why you mad, but like, what's actually going on? And so it's just like, yeah, these relationships with these women ended, and I feel like a lot of my relationships with women ended up ending over something like that. And it's really like, is it really that big of a deal? I feel like we could have been able to mend our friendship, but why do it need to be mended? I'm confused. I'm confused on why it need to be mended. And so that's the reason why I'm like, fuck it. I'm not mending it, because like, this is ridiculous. And so it's just like, my relationships with guys never end over stuff like that. I've never had a conversation with a guy and he been like, bro, I can't believe you wouldn't spend 5 nights over there. It's insane about you. He's just like, why would she want you to spend over there for 5 nights? That's a lot of nights. You might as well pay rent. And I'm like, exactly. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. But I do, in fact, have my 3 girlfriends. The ones that look like they belong on a diversity poster, because none of them are the same race. But, you know, I do have my 3 friends. My 3 homegirls. I love them with all of my heart. And they can text me or call me at any time. But they are the only 3. And I want more girlfriends. I really do. But not if y'all gonna be mad at me for stuff like that. Not if y'all gonna be telling me I need to be appreciative of a stalker. I'm sorry. I can't. It's like nothing I can do for y'all. like, please. Like, I really do want more girlfriends. Like, hit me up. Like, be cool with me. Like, I'm cool to be around. Like, I got money. We can go on trips. Like, I'm nice. Like, I'm attentive. I text back, y'all. I answer the FaceTime calls, y'all. I do. But, like, dealing with that. So yeah, from me, Storytime Tish the T, it's over. Peace and love.